Ali, good to see you both. Thanks so much for your time.
Oh,
Good to
thanks.
see you.
Nice to see you too.
Echo, thank you for creating this amazing world. This was so much fun. I loved every minute of this. What is that kind of script to screen journey like? Like you come up with these ideas, it's established, and it's going to become this show on Netflix. Like, what's that like for you, seeing it come to life on screen, so to speak?
It's so surreal because I think I played with these ideas in my head for a while now. Like I have been with these characters for so long, and even when we pitched the show, like I was still kind of in disbelief, and then writing them with an incredible writing team, and then having voice actors like kind of bring these characters to life, and then the animation comes through, and all of like the music and everything. It's more than I like ever would have imagined it happening.
Absolutely. Ali, it's interesting because one of the things that I love about, shows and content, specifically like, Gentry Chau versus the Underworld, is the fact that I always kind of think about all the elements I love about it because a show like this is packed with so many elements. So I'm wondering, whether it's the animated component, whether it's the color palette, whether it's the coming of age, is there one element you love the most compared to others with this show specifically? Because I have a hard time picking one, to be honest with you, because I like so many things.
I just love the world that Echo built. It's so specific, and only someone like her could have created it because of how she grew up and this beautiful expression of all of her passions and all of her complicated feelings towards, and love for her childhood. So I think that that's the thing I honestly love the most is just how it is this beautiful expression of one individual, and I also love the comedy in the show too. I mean, we have Lori Tanchin voicing Gugu. We have Bowen Yang voicing Ed, and my God, they carry so much of the comedy of it. And then there's also this like teen romance element. So I think, like it's really what it comes down to for me. It's just all about it being this reflection of a new, amazing voice, which is always so exciting for me as a 42-year-old to see.
Oh, absolutely. Echo, it's interesting. Did it feel sometimes maybe when you were developing this that there was a little bit of like a tug of war ping pong match with a lot of those elements we mentioned, like the fact that there's kind of like the coming of age component of it, and then there's like the supernatural component of it? I'm just curious, what was that like, kind of that push and pull with those elements?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's not as difficult as if it's like coming off of watching the show. Like I think the thing that ties together so well is the theme of the show, because it's all about finding your self-identity and facing, your fears. And I think when you think about how being a teenager is scary and how having emotions is scary, like it's really easy to see how the horror aspect of it can come to the screen, and also like the YA romance part of it. Like I think having a crush on a boy sometimes is scarier than like fighting a monster, and I think that like is really fun to play with all those worlds tying into Gentry, and like everything that she feels is kind of visually represented in the show.
No, absolutely. And then, my last question specifically for Ali. I mean, Ali Wong is a storyteller. That's what you do. You know what I mean? Whether it's animated, live, you're a storyteller, and an incredible one for that. I just want to say, what excites you these days about storytelling specifically, Ali?
When I don't have to do it all by myself. Yeah. So like I said, when Echo came to me with this, it was basically fully realized, this is really her show. It's really her vision. It's really an expression of her. So, like I said, for me, and I didn't grow up in Texas. I didn't grow up learning a lot of Chinese mythology. That's all Echo. I didn't grow up with this love for so many different diverse like genres of anime and animation shows in general. She's 30 years old. I'm 42, and she's teaching me so much about she introduced me to Over the Garden Wall, which is a huge inspiration for this show. She introduced me to the penguin one, the flying penguin. Anyways.
Oh my God, Penguin Highway.
Penguin Highway. She's like
so
the
fun.
whole genre of like slice of life anime, which I didn't know existed. So, just to be able to learn how to tell new stories from someone else that's so exciting, you know, and something that I did not expect.
Absolutely. That's so well said. It was an honor and privilege to speak with both of you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.